all the way from Monterey. I'll be there by the 3rd. I'll call you from the interstate.
Great song, isn't it? If you ever spent time on the Washington coast, you know it is a place that can stay with you long after you leave. For singer-songwriter Joel Van Horn, landscape has become part of the way he writes music.
He performs as Covenhoven, and his music has taken him from the mountains to the desert to the Pacific Northwest coast. He's in the Northwest now, and he joins ARC Seattle's Patrick Hushin in the lounge ahead of his show this Friday in Seattle.
Joel Van Horn, otherwise known as Covenhoven, thank you so much for being here this morning.
I'm so glad to be here.
Really appreciate it. I do want to mention right off the bat, Friday night in Seattle, the Fremont Abbey Arts Center, the Great Hall there is where you'll be playing.
Yep.
8 o'clock Friday night. We'll have more on that in just a moment. So let's get to know you just a little bit. One thing that's always captured me about you and your music, other than the music itself, is your relation to place, to sort of a place on the earth.
Yeah.
And you've said that you're not really from any one place. You don't consider yourself from any one place. So I'm interested how that plays into how that might unlock your songwriting capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, I think it started with the cabin. You know, Covenhoven is the name of my grandfather's cabin, and so that was very much about a place. And then I carried that through to the next record and the next record. And I kind of decided to take a detour after the Ocean record, which is kind of what we were just talking about, Big Sur and, of course, Olympic. And I think just through traveling, you know, just all the traveling that happens as a musician when you're touring, I have really leaned into that. And, you know, we could easily just go from city to city, but I'm always carefully making sure that the national park has a day and, like, you know, the coast has a day and that kind of thing. So I think it's just, you know, found its way into my songs. I'm just super into that, super inspired by those places, and yeah, it's a place to be alone with your thoughts, that kind of thing.
Is there any one particular place in the Pacific Northwest that really just has stayed with you, a place or an experience?
Yeah, I mean, you know, honestly, all of it. I mean, there's so many great places. The Oregon coast, Olympic, like I said. Yeah, we don't see forests like this and places like this in Colorado. You know, we get our own version of it, but not quite, you know, as lush and big and just kind of awe-inspiring as these areas do. You know.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, we definitely get that part. I'm curious, when you start the songwriting process and you're in a particular place, does it sort of start with the place itself, your destination, or is it more of a feeling?
Man, good question. I think, you know, I just kind of let it happen. You know, I'm really focused on words. I'm focused on musical ideas, and so it can happen any number of ways, you know, to craft a song. And so I think, you know, sometimes it's I'm directly in that place, and that's where my brain goes to when I hear that song again. It just takes me right back to that moment, that, you know, view that I was taking in or whatever. But so often it's also just me behind the wheel, you know, just like letting things just kind of run and run as I'm driving hours and hours. So all of that scenery. Yeah.
Let's talk about the family cabin. You know, this is Covenhoven. You've decided to sort of take that family name from that cabin and carry it with you in your music. Why did you choose to do that?
You know, I was in a band. I was in many bands growing up. I've been doing the music thing since I was about 11. And when I decided to kind of go solo, you know, they say, when the previous band was kind of coming to an end, I started thinking about that. And I think on a drive home one day, that idea popped into my head. I was wondering if there were any like significant names or things in my life that could be sort of a focal point or a centerpiece to whatever my next, you know, musical move would be. And as soon as that popped into my head, I actually just rushed home and checked if there was the Covenhoven.com taken yet and that kind of thing. Just got all my ducks in a row and then decided, yeah, that is where I need to go with this, because that place meant and continues to mean so much to me. you know, as a person, getting to go up into the woods and just be a kid, you know.
Finally, Joel, what's your favorite part of this whole process? You've been doing it for quite some time now, you know, and you know, is this the music you always pictured yourself making from the very beginning?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you asked me that 10 years ago, it would be a yes, but it would mean something different, I'm sure. But yeah, I feel like I've finally kind of found my voice, found my place in terms of what I create, and it's been really exciting and fun to just kind of watch it find its way out in the world. And yeah, I do feel very at home in what I do right now. So
good.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to welcome you home. We're going to pretend Seattle's your home for a couple of days. So,
yeah.
Joel Van Horn, Covenhoven, we're not done with you yet. We're going to come back in just a little bit, and he'll be performing one of his songs. Guys?
Oh, can't wait for that.
Yeah, just in case you were curious, that first song that we played, I believe it's called Monterey. It's from an album called 4 that Covenhoven released back in 2021. I just downloaded that album because I love the sound.
We like that song,
it was beautiful.
right when we heard it. I know, that sounded so good.
And I like his hat, too.
All right, welcome to Seattle. Joel Van Horn, otherwise known as Covenhoven. We're going to let you perform here. This is from his latest album, The Color of the Dark. Take it away, Joel.
Great, thanks. I am not of the east or west. I was lost before I left. Across the miles, the wide gate. Well, it's all been coming back into ways. Battles fought deep in my bones, but I was taught by the water and stone. The tides and rests fill up the stage. Well, it's all been coming back into ways. Traced her lines right off the page. The fortune winds the sand and the sage, and I tossed what some might try to save. Well, it's all been coming back in time. Ways. She blends the black and white with shades of gray. I met it wherever the river's flowing. I'm going wherever the wind is blowing. Smoke in my eyes, keep the fire going. I'm going wherever the wind is blowing. I'm going wherever the wind is blowing. I'm going wherever the wind is blowing.
All right, that's just a taste of what you can get.